Is Shea Alexander the MVP? I think so.
Joker again, dude. It's got to
Mm-mm.
be Joker.
Mm-mm. No, number one seed in the West, 30 points per game. Good
So
numbers
does so does
behind it.
Joker.
Yep, I know Joker's almost got a triple-double, whatever. But that's normal for him. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Up as, averaging a triple-double, there's where are you gonna go after that?
Another championship.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Fires up the three. He broke his ankles. Now he's got
The Rockets and the Grizzlies, 2 and 3.
hmm The West is finally starting to separate a little bit. It's still close from the seventh seed to the 11th seed, but those top five are starting to pull away. I'm shocked at how good the Lakers are doing, actually.
Yeah, me too. It's interesting that they're one seed ahead of the Mavericks, but your boys aren't doing so well.
Nah, it's I think losing Carl Anthony Towns is
It hurt.
it hurt.
It hurt.
Worked for the Knicks, didn't work for them.
And in Ant's words,
Starting five, like we are terrible. Every game, like we come out just low energy. The second group comes in and gives us energy. So I would say the starting group got to come out like with more energy. Like we want to play the game of basketball. Like we love the game.
ouch, that's not
Yeah,
good.
we got to step it up. We got to step it up here, Minnesota.
I was watching a video about him in particular, and since Cat left, he's been putting up a lot more three-pointers. And he's been settling for those, and he's putting up a
Absolutely.
lot more jump shots in general and not going to the rim. And he's a decent three-point shooter, but that's not his game.
It might be
It might
his thing.
have to be right now,
He's number two in three pointers made.
which is cool, which is really cool. But man, what happened to going to the rim and then kicking it out?
Edwards, Euro step. McDaniels tries it again. 3 for 3 from downtown.
I don't know if he trusts anyone else on the team to really make the shot like he does.
I don't know if I trust Julius Randle.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a change for him too. I don't think he necessarily wanted to leave New York. So I don't think Karl Anthony Towns wanted to leave Minnesota either, but he might be starting to like it there in New York. I don't know. Do you see the whole thing of him wearing a Phillies an Eagles jersey at the front
Yeah,
of
yeah, I
the
did. Uh,
How I feel about that.
he's not gonna be the same if Tom Thibodeau continues to continues to play them like he has.
Hart is I'm pretty impressed by. He's been
Yeah.
playing a lot of minutes. He kind of feels like I mean, Brunson's obviously the best player, but Hart is like
Yeah.
the heart of the team, I guess.
Move this man.
You know who slept on all the time over in New York?
Hmm.
OG Anunoby.
Mm-hmm.
That guy,
OG.
he was a he's great. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
As OG. I love
Oh,
his name. All right, I got a question for you though.
all right.
Are the Cavaliers better than the Celtics?
Um, that's a really good question because of what Porzingis just said.
What's that?
That we're uh, I like your
What?
mug. It's a
Oh,
it's a good mug. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Um,
I say, mug.
well, I mean, and to that mug, please be hygienic when you choose to do those things.
Pretty neat, huh? Okay, now cue the music and that star thing.
Fresh out the shower, baby.
But are the Cavs better than the Celtics? Porzingis just said,
Yeah, I think we played with no like spirit, with no personality.
and then the next game they put the stomp on the sixth seed Magic. Are the Celtics worse than the Cavs? It might be that they are in the regular season.
But if it was the playoffs right now, Cavs and Celtics play each other. Who
No,
do you think's winning?
the Celtics.
I
The
think so too.
Celtics because of what Joe Mazzulla does.
I think they just have so many little weapons like Pritchard and
Yeah, yeah.
White.
And they rotate. Everybody
Mhm.
rotates. Porzingis is fast enough to guard a three.
Yeah,
Positionless basketball now. Tatum can guard all five positions.
I think Brown can too.
And Brown can, yep. And then D- Drew and Derek White can guard one through three.
Hmm.
Drew and Derek White just turn it on in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is true. I mean, Derek White especially.
ever since he had that baby, been perfect. Dad strength for the win.
Maybe White.
Uh, I think that maybe it could go seven. If they played each other in the playoffs, it could go seven. What do you think?
I do think the Celtics are better, but I think it's going to come down to who's got the
Oh,
home advantage if
yeah.
they do play each other in the playoffs. Cavaliers might have them there. Mobley's been playing great.
Yeah, he has. He stepped it up this year. I think Donovan Mitchell has to be Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz in the
Mhm.
playoffs for them to get through.
Yeah, it's weird. He is a player who I would have said years ago, if he's your best player, you don't have a championship team. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Fourth seed, Bucks.
Bucks.
It's crazy that the fourth seed is 11 games back, by the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
it is.
Do they keep that fourth seed?
I think they'll be right around fourth, fifth seed. I don't know. The Magic, I can see jumping to the fourth seed.
You know who I want to go up though? The Pistons.
That would be cool to see.
I want to see them go up to the seventh seed. They're in the eighth right now. Cade, I love Cade. I wasn't high on Cade when he came in.
Really.
No, no, I listened to the Talking Heads too much and said that he wasn't he's not going to be a superstar. I think
Yeah.
he's almost there.
I mean, he's the face of the Pistons right now.
And their last 10, 7-3, they're 13 and a half games back, but they are 500 in the conference. They're 500 at home, and they have 11 wins to 10 losses on the road.
The fact, because what was it last year? They didn't even get over 12 wins or something like that, right?
Oh,
It
geez,
was
yeah, they were
like
one of the worst teams.
in NBA history.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think that's going to be the Wizards this year.
yeah, they're
6-33. They're a little beat up too. I don't know. I guess it's cool to see Jordan Poole kind of be consistent, at
mhm.
least. What do you think of Pandemic P and the 76ers? 15 and 24 for the 11th seed.
You hate to see it.
Do you hate to see it though?
Kinda. I really like Joel Embiid, and with all the stuff he's
Yeah.
been going through, I hate to see his team.
Ooh, yeah, for Joel Embiid, I feel bad. I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, but he's also emerging as a superstar because of all this.
They can't they can't trade him. They could trade him. They get a lot for him probably. But it's too bad that Paul George was like, I gotta go somewhere else when uh the Clippers are in fifth. He could have played with Harden, who's a fantastic player now,
Yeah,
passing the ball plenty.
it sucks because in his head, I think he was like, I want to go to a team that's just missing like one or two pieces, and then he goes to Philly. Speaking of trades, though, I want to talk about Jimmy Buckets.
Oh, Jimmy.
Where do you
Yeah.
think he's going? Do you think he's going to go anywhere?
Last time I looked, DraftKings has I believe it's the Warriors. It were at one point in first. Highest odds of getting him.
Who would they give up for him?
People that they're not going to want to give up. Jonathan Kuminga would be a must for really any trade right now for the
Yeah.
Warriors. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield too. I would try to move Buddy Hield. That's a guy who's lost confidence. Yes. Yes, I know. I'm looking at you, people.
Why are you being so weird?
I don't know.
I know. He did just get 18 points against the Timberwolves. They won by 1 point. But it's been a down year for someone who is making a good amount of money.
I like Jimmy Butler.
Hello, everybody. Future Justin. I hate Jimmy Butler. I don't care what Blake says.
I think he's funny. I think he's got a lot of heart. I think he
Too
was
much.
going through a lot of stuff last year with his father and everything. I don't know if this. A lot of people are saying it's that Pat Riley's the one who fucked all this up. I don't know
No.
if that's necessarily the case. I don't think he helped it any, but I don't think it's necessarily him. There is I don't want to say, there's some baggage that comes with having Jimmy Butler, I think, on your team.
Absolutely.
But I also think he's a very valuable piece to have on your team if you have the right guys with him. I think him and Steph Curry and Draymond Green would actually make a great trio.
I think they should move him just for Bam's sake. They have to lean into him being the best player because he is the best player. And when you
Absolutely.
have Jimmy Butler, he's a guy who expects to be the best player.
Yeah. I think it was kind of the same in Miami, sort of, but he was the best player in Miami for the longest time. But then they got Bam. Now Tyler Hero showing that he can actually do
He's
something.
having a great year.
I think it's one of those things that I think is going to benefit both Jimmy and the Heat if they just part ways as soon as possible. I've heard a lot about Jimmy Butler going to the Suns. I think that's where he wants to go,
You got to trade Bradley Beal.
but he has a no trade clause.
He's not going to waive it to go to Miami. You've got to contend with Tyler Hero because we've seen what happens when Bradley Beal plays the point. It's not good.
At this point, though, if I'm Bradley Beal, it's pretty clear they actually have the same record right now, 20-20. I believe the Suns and the Heat. I really thought that trio of Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and KD was going to be insane. I mean, they were good for a little while, but it didn't pan out like I thought it would. If I'm him, I'm saying, fuck it. Let's just switch it up now. I don't think anything's going to change from now till the end of next year even.
The last thing I want to talk about really quick is the Spurs. They could do it. They could get to the play-in.
They could. I don't think they'll do anything, but they could.
Victor, 25. Let's round it up. 25, 10.8, 3.7 for assists.
You know, it's one of the things I was really wrong about was I did not think he was actually going to be as good as everyone said. I thought he was going to get injured his first year.
And then, of course, the sophomore
out.
slump is a thing.
But he's good. He's really good.
So 4.1 blocks per game. Just going from, they're just showing his, stats from like, I don't know, past 10 games or whatever. I'm not going to say all the dates. I'm just going up from here.
Yep.
So starting at the 27th, 6 blocks, then 2, then 3, then 2, then 4, then 8, then another 3, 2, 8 on the 15th of January. And then last night, 6.
That's insane.
If we go back to your boys, over in Denver, Jokic, whatever, 23 rebounds on the 4th.
That's insane.
Versus the Nuggets the previous night, 18 rebounds and 35 points. A little stat for you. He's shooting threes further back than almost all the players in the league.
That is weird.
And he's rising up for him, and he's just going for it, man.
Can we circle back to Joker for a second?
Oh, geez. Yeah, of course.
30 points a game.
Whatever.
13 rebounds a game. 9.9 assists per game. And then he's number 4 in steals with almost 2 steals a game. How is he not the MVP? He's top 5 in 4 stats.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, 55% from the
That's
field.
insane. He's insane, dude. He might be the best player ever by the
No,
time he retires.
not the best player ever.
Ever.
No, he's not the best player ever.
He might be.
No.
I think he's going to end up retiring really early. Kind of like an Andrew Luck kind of thing.
I think you're right. I don't think he'll retire that early. If he gets another championship, he might call it.
I think he's out if he does.
Yeah.
Another person that's I'm really impressed by is LaMelo Ball. He's having a great season.
Man, he's chucking up threes like he did in high school.
Terrible team, but
Terrible
is it safe
team.
to say that he's the best ball brother?
Yeah, it is. He's not my favorite ball brother, but
Do you like the rapper?
no, Lonzo.
I can't keep track of their name. What is it? So there's LaMelo, LiAngelo.
Yeah, LiAngelo's the rapper.
LiAngelo.
And Lonzo's the guy on the Bulls who had essentially had his knees rebuilt.
Did you like that song? Tweaker or whatever?
I'm not listening to that. No, I'm not.
It honestly reminded me of like early 2000s, like when Exhibit and 50 Cent and like that kind of rap. It made me want to put on Pimp My Ride.
At least he's not holding everything together with household materials and. I didn't even plan that.
Holy shit. That makes me think of the Scarred.
Skateboarding is a lot of fun. But when the doctors at your local hospital know you by name, you got problems.
I don't think they'll let shows like Scarred be on MTV anymore.
MTV chain, man. I blame Jersey Shore. That's right.
I'll watch most of that. I'll watch most of it.
Saw too much of it. I know too much about it that it's upsetting.
You remember certain things from that damn show. Like when that, see, I don't remember like all the names.
You are a liar! No, I'm not.
Wait, yes, I do. Fuck.
Yeah, you do, don't you lie?
I do, damn it.
I fucking love that show. You fucking love that show.
Like when Sammy's screaming at Ronnie.
Really, Ronnie? Like, don't talk to me. Ron. Ron! Ron. Bye, Ron!
And it's hilarious the way her voice sounds when she's doing it. And then, GTL. Gym Tan Laundry.
Gym Tan Laundry.
Which is not something I do.
That's something I can get behind right there.
Jeez. Tan? Really? You can go to go get a tan?
I would.
Some of us don't need to do that. I get tan in the summer. Except on the top of my head. That burns actually. Yeah. I can't get away from all the stuff. I can't get away from all of it.
Oh man.
Oh. This is a cool thing because this is going to be out before the next headphones only podcast episode. I was interviewing my cousin because he's involved in cinematography and he worked on Jack Hanna's show and some National Geographic stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sometimes like, oh, I'm not going to blow a kiss. He blew a kiss. He blew a kiss to the audience on the way out. That was nice. It was thoughtful.
That ain't me.
No, it's not your thing. No. Well, hold on. What if it was like, what if the person meant it? Like really meant the love.
No.
Hold on. Does this make you feel anything? Hold on. Audience, I love you. Yeah. That doesn't make you feel anything?
I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable?
Yeah.
What about you guys? You uncomfortable? Comment down below. You know what? And if you've made it this far, why don't you just comment? I don't know. What do you comment? If you made it this far, comment your favorite color. Unless it's fuchsia, and don't comment it.
Magenta.
You would. Good night, everybody.
But, you know, I poke bears.